Okay, hello everybody. So I'm kind of excited about this new discovery that I made, and it's really cool. It's called OpenFrameWorks, OpenFrameWorks DOT CC, which is actually an API that is it is written, designed to work as general purpose glue wraps all. Basically, it's got all of these libraries already included in it. And all you have to do is load, get started, and just go to download. You go with their framework. You pick whichever platform you want to use. Okay, you download it. You follow the instructions. I've already done that for Visual Studio. Okay, and I'm working with this image loader example, which is actually under when I downloaded it and I expanded it here. Okay, so we've got the examples, we've got the graphics, and then we've got the image loader example. Okay, and then I went ahead and bin data images, and I've got this image that I'm going to put. I'm going to get rid of all the images in the actual program, and I'm going to put my own image in there, and we're going to start to make a program, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so the OpenFrameWorks thing is going here. Let me just show you what happens when I run and compile it. Okay, so compile it. It's already compiled. Great. And then run it. Okay. See, it's got this. It's got these pictures. Excuse me. It's got this picture tinted red. It's got this little picture. Excuse me. Okay. If I sneeze, I apologize as well. I'm just getting better from being sick. Yeah. Anyways. So it's got this little icon, and what it does is inside the code, it loops through the pixels, and it does it once for the excuse me, does it once for the for a red tint and then once for a blue tint. It looks at each pixel color, at how bright it is, and it draws a circle based on the brightness where the where the overlay would be, the magnification there. So that's kind of cool. It uses transparency up here, which is really cool. I'll show you the commands for that before I delete them. And then it just puts these, throws them out there, and it just kind of puts those pictures there. Okay, so the gist of it is this. This is your main. It just calls this. You can change this, which I'm going to right now, to 1920 by 1080p. Okay, save that. Okay, so then it's got this OF app, which is OF is the open framework, app is your app. Okay, so here's the .h. Okay, this is the declaration of the class, which actually doesn't do any definition, just declares everything. These are all the images right here, and I'm going to go ahead and make my own image. We're going to call it border, and we're going to get rid of all the others. Okay, and then we're going to go back to the app, and we're going to do exactly what they do for the images. Okay, which is load images / border.jpg. Okay, because that's what my border is called. So I'm just going to take these out, and what they did with this one is if you load it and then you resize it, you can specify the size, and it will literally scale it down. This is not taking a subset of the image. This is literally scaling it down. So anyway, just set it to grayscale. We don't want to do that with our image. And then there's the transparency. It's just a PNG. Just like all the other commands, is just load. Okay. Then we come down into the draw. Okay. So I went ahead and did a little bit of research on this. And when you go into your, see, draw, and then see this draw subsection. Okay, we're going to use that. Now I went through this. Oops. Yeah, it's that one right there. So the draw subsection, and what you can do if you're not sure what it is, just go into the documentation, search, and go draw subsection. I don't know what that does. What the heck does that do? So you search, it shows you, you just go right to it. Okay. This is the particular overloaded version we're going to use. And this is what we want right there. Put that in my code. Draw a subsection. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So our X and Y are the position to draw, okay, on screen position to draw cropped image, okay? Then you got your WH, which is what? Size of the subsection. So size of the subsection to draw. And then the SX and SY are the source pixel position, and it's draw subsection, float X, float Y, float W, float H, float SX, float SY. Okay, so then you're just going in here. So this on-screen position to draw, okay, because we want it to be around the border, and we're also going to draw just a subsection because the image itself is 256 by 256, or wait, 750 by 750. That's cool. But I'm just going to draw a 50 by 50 section, so let's start like this, 0, 0. Okay, so we're going to draw it right at the very top left of the screen. Yes, this is different from OpenGL. The scaling, or the coordinates are different. Yet again, something different on the coordinate system, just what we need. Okay, size of the subsection to draw, so 50, 50, okay? And the source pixel positions in the image to begin cropping from. So we're just going to start cropping from the top whatever of the image, okay? And then we're going to take out all these others. Okay. And we don't want to do this either. Okay, so we're just going to draw that. So let me go ahead and compile that. And so really all I've done is I've added a load function in the setup and then a draw function in the draw. That's it. Nothing else. And there it is. We can set the background color too. In fact, because I want my background color, this, if you specify just one integer, then the background color is, like in this case, 255, 255, 255, which is white. But we want it to be green, so red, green, blue. So we go like that. And now all of a sudden it's green. Check it out. Okay, a little bit of bright green, but that's okay. Maybe we can lower that down, see if that's better. Okay, and so now what we want to do is have a little fun. So for int I, excuse me. So what we want to do is have a little bit of fun and make a border out of this. So 1920 divided by 50 is 38. So let's go up to 38. I think I remember that. I did this earlier at work, so shh, don't tell anybody at work. That's okay. I don't care. So draw a subsection. Okay, where it goes on the screen. So we're just, in this case, we're just changing the x. So we want I times 50. So it'll go 0 to the end. Okay, good. And then border, draw subsection 0, comma, wait, what was I thinking? Yeah, so now we want 1080, right, minus 50, because we want to put it on the screen. 50, 50, 0, 0. Oops. There. So that'll work. So then we'll have, what will that give us? That will give us 2 horizontal rows across the top and the bottom. Then we want to go across, down the sides. And in this case, what we want to do is 1080 divided by 50, 21. So in this case, if I is less than 21, right, Then we want to go border, draw subsection 0, comma, I times 50, comma, 50, comma, 50, comma, 0, comma, 0. Border, draw subsection 0, comma, wait, not 0. It's going to be 1080, or no, sorry, 1920 minus 50, so that's going to be 1870. Okay, I times 50, d 50, 0, 0. Okay, I'm kind of excited for this to work, so let's see if this actually does a border. Nice. We don't see the bottom because it's a little bit probably off the screen. So let's go like this with the bottom. Let's go another 50, 980. But the sides looked all right, so that's good. And then, see, it's a little bit closer. We can even raise it up a little bit more, but that's okay. Let's expand it, see. Maximize it. Okay, so that's cool. So we have a little border, and that's really cool. So for now, I just wanted to give you an intro into the Open Framework. The only thing I really had to do that they wanted me to do was go into extensions and updates and go into online and then search for Open Frameworks, right? And then they had it right in here. So I just installed it. It's already installed. And that was it. So that when you go into File and you go to New Project, you can actually go to here, Open Frameworks, and just make a new Frameworks project. I haven't done this yet, and what I am going to do is probably just take over this example, although you could probably just as easily start with one of those and then work your way into it, because this is like what, one command and then a for loop and a draw. That's it. So I've got a for loop and one setup command, and I changed one command in the update, and I've already got a little arena where I can do stuff in. This is way easier than OpenGL because they are managing the textures, the texture coordinates, excuse me, the vertices, everything. So this is way better, cooler, awesomer, and it's what I'm going to work on. And also, they also include, what's that? They also include all of this stuff, like, where is it? Learning. See, because they've got graphics, video, events, 3D, sound, network, and then a bunch of other stuff. And if you look, you go into the projects, right? You're looking in here, and you go into the examples. They've got 3D examples, all this stuff. Add-ons, they've got a simp there, so you can see I can use this. I'm sure that I could use the simp example and figure out how to get a simp actually working in my own projects. But for now, I'm just going to go with this stuff because this is way cooler and better. So examples, and there's communication. That looks really cool. Empty example. They've got the events examples. They're really great. The GL. Look at all this stuff. I mean, I could do videos for the end of days here. And look at this, graphics. Okay, GUI examples. I haven't even looked at that. In fact, let's look at one of these. That's pretty awesome right now. But let's look at a GUI example. Then I'll end the video because I don't want to take up too much time here. Just introducing the frameworks stuff. Okay, so we got it there. It's doing its little thing down here. Okay, come on. Come on, I know you can jump to the end. Okay, let's compile it and see what that does. Slider, label, GUI, group, button, panel. Cool. I never really got much into Windows programming. I know that it's pretty easy compared to game programming, so. Oh wow, must be all this right here. Radius, oh cool. Fill, don't fill. Center, oh you can move it right here. Oh, that is cool. This is so cool. Red, green, blue, more blue. Oh, that's transparent. Oh, that is wicked. Oh my god, that's awesome. Circle resolution. Oh, that's mint. Oh, this is too much fun. 2 circles. Why didn't that stay though? Look at that. That was weird. Okay, well anyways, what's that? Save? What does that do? I don't know. Refresh? Okay. Anyways, that's cool. 2 circles. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, so anyways, there's a thing, a Gui example, and then they got the code in here that you can go look at. Again, you got your main, which basically calls this run app OF app. So you look at the app, and they basically just put in these things that they needed. And these are the events too that you already automatically get, which is really cool. And then here's basically, there's the setup. There's the exit, circle resolution, change. See, it's got, okay, draw. So it's got a few custom events. Like this would be a custom event. So that's really cool. I think that would be a custom event, yeah. So okay, right on. And then so there's the image. Where's the other one? Let me show you real quick before I finish this too. Okay, so there's that, and you go back to examples, then you go to events example, because this one was really cool. Won't take very long. In fact, I think I compiled it, so all it has to do is load, and then I can run it. It's fine, go ahead and build it, whatever. Okay. See, it keeps track of the events. As I move the mouse, see, I can hold down a key, and it registers when a key is pressed and released. So that will give you your input right there. And then you got the escape key. And then they show you how to do it. Obviously it's pretty easy because there's nothing to it. They just populated the key pressed function with how they handle each key press and how they recognize each key, which is totally cool. And then see in the actual, they did like 4 variables. That's it, and that's for the strings and the font. And then that seems a little weird for a variable name, but whatever. I'm just saying. Okay, so that was one. And then the other one that was impressive was, go back to examples. We want to go to add-ons, a simp example. Okay, we're going to show you this real quick. This is a simp example. Okay, and did I already have this one loaded? So run. Go ahead. It's compiled already. Boom. See, this is really cool because it shows you how to put a model into the scene, and it's so super easy. You hit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's your squirrel. Spacebar triggers an animation. 2, 3, 4. Okay. And with that, it's so easy. You look at the OF app. This is it. They've got that right there. That's their variables. And then they included this. Okay. And then this. That and that. And then you go into your app here. There's the setup. It runs you through it. And there's the update and then the draw, which is the most. And I don't understand a lot of that stuff, but it looks like it's relatively simple. And then the key press literally changes between models, and it loads the models on the fly. I put in a model earlier, and it's so freaking simple. It's so simple. I mean, I could do it right now if you want. I don't want to. Okay, so that's all for that. I just got excited. I'm going to upload this video right away because I'm excited to get the word out about OpenFrameWorks, and especially people that are struggling perhaps with a simp or other OpenGL issues. This simplifies everything and brings the learning curve way down. So, okay, dudes and dudettes, everybody, later.